I'm back. I'm back. Sorry, I gotta change the orientation of this. Boom. Okay, we're back. Ugh. We are back. Sorry, I got a phone call. All right, if you guys missed the first part, this is the sous chef. This is the head chef, Ken, Marcella. Your order is going out, and every single time, like I said, every single time, if you've watched this channel for a while, you know this is one of the main things I sell. Every single time someone orders this, they buy head chef, guy, sous chef, female. Every time they buy that. And as I keep saying, in every household, most of the time, the lady does the cooking. So I always find it very strange when they buy head chef, um, guy, and female for the sous chef, the assistant chef. Imagine if you slaved away cooking dinner and you're wearing the apron that says sous chef. If you guys missed it, I'm gonna show you guys again, okay? I'm just saying it's very odd to me that every single time, this is one of the most popular things I say, I make here. Right, head chef, it says Ken, sous chef, Marcella. And I know it's backwards on your side, but still. Imagine if you're slaving away, making lunch, dinner, whatever, and you're using one of these aprons, right? And it says sous chef on there. People, please, please, I'm letting you guys know, okay? If you're gonna order one of these aprons, sorry, I got a text. All right, just making sure. All right, if you're gonna buy one of these aprons, please make sure you know who is the head chef and who's the sous chef. I'm just a courtesy, okay? Just a courtesy. Helping you guys out. Anyways, back to what we were talking about earlier. This is part two. My earlier streamline got cut because I got a phone call in. And anyways, what was I talking about? I was talking about, I've just found it fascinating that the Hermes bag, the Birkin, the Rolls Royce of bags, was manufactured in China. If this is true, because you don't even know. But I mean, they use all Italian parts. That video itself, I don't know if you guys have seen the video of the guy. He was talking. He went over all the parts of the Hermes Birkin bag, you know, and he was just basically showing you how much it costs, right, to make one of those bags, and you can buy it from them. He's saying they're the direct factory that makes it. And if you want, you can buy a Birkin bag without without the logo, right? And as I was saying in the earlier stream, that I'm telling you, if you could, and that's a real thing, that would be a great business. If you actually just bought their bags, and this is an Etsy store idea, in a way. If you bought the Birkin or just any of those bags, LV, Gucci, or whatever, right? And it comes to you, same quality without the logo. Uh, you buy it, and you make emblems, and you put them on yourself, and then you customize it for the person. See, I think that's a great idea. So you buy, let's say, just go with the Hermes bag, right? He said it was like 1,400 that you could just buy it directly from them. You buy the Birkin bag. You make an emblem, right? You buy it when someone makes an order. Someone orders the bag from you. You order from them, right? And you could even source the emblem from somebody else, and you put the emblem on for the person. Let's say they want a Birkin bag with an A on there. And so you're like, okay, you get the bag, you get the emblem, boom, boom, slap it on, and you resell it to the other person. Boom. Okay, this is the next one, stud muffin. It goes with this one, cutie pie. Boom, order's done. Move it on. All right, that's a good. I think that's a good idea. All right, next one, last one. And then I gotta get out of here. Okay, hoodie set. Oh, it's getting cut right now. Come with me. Walk with me. Walk with me. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Maybe I should take that one back. If you guys, what do you guys think? I feel like that's a great idea. Just buy the Birkin bags or whatever bag. It doesn't have to be a Hermes bag. I feel like if you're just starting off, buying the Hermes bag is too much because it's. He said it was, I think like 1,300, 1,400. Sorry, 1,400. But maybe get a smaller bag and then, because like half, more than half of the price of any of these luxury goods is in the name itself. The the product is a bag is a bag, but there's value, I guess, in the brand itself because it's, the logo itself makes it pricey. But if you don't care, then why not? You know. But the reason why I'm saying that the world doesn't make anything anymore is because if Italy is not even making their own high fashion, right? That's what they're known for, Italy. What is Italy even known for exporting? Spaghetti and high fashion. Like, I don't understand if they're not even making the high fashion stuff themselves, the bags and the clothes and whatnot. What do they do? What does Italy do? I I don't know, maybe someone out there can educate me, but I feel like my perception on Italy has always been they're like artisans, right? In a way they're almost like the Japanese. The Japanese are real artisans. They focus on doing one thing well. Like my grandfather was a sword maker. I'm a sword maker, and my kid's gonna be a sword maker. Like that's my perception on how Italy is run. Like Bubble Blah is a hat maker, and my kid's a hat maker, and his kid's gonna be a hat maker, and we have generations of hat making experience. So like, that's what I think about when I think about Italy. Like cheese maker, generations of making cheese, generations of making wine or whatever, right? But if they're not even making their own bags anymore, what are they doing over there? What do, what do they do? They just they're just making the raw materials and sending it over. Because here's the thing about the Birkin bag itself, and I don't know if you guys find it interesting. I just found it interesting, and I'm just working and talking about what I'm thinking about in my head. What I found interesting is that they use all the parts that are authentic parts. Like the Welmer leather or whatever, right? The top end leathers and stuff. But then they send it over there, then it gets assembled, and then it gets sent back, and then they just put the Made in Italy sign on there. But like, what do they do then if they're not even making their own high fashion? What would be really interesting, what would be really cool to get out of this whole trade war is that every country is to start making clothes and stuff out of what they have in their own country. I think that would be very fun thing to see if that ever happens. Like I'm trying to imagine in America, what can we make? What do we have? And the first thing that pops in my head is we're gonna all. So there's, we grow cotton and stuff. That's normal, right? So we could still make cotton clothes. Eventually, maybe that'll come back. No one wants to do those textile jobs because it's so labor intensive for basically pennies, right? But I'm thinking high fashion now, right? Uh, the look of the actual people itself, right? What do we have that other countries do not have uh, a lot of that we can use for high fashion, right? And the first thing that popped in my head was in Florida. We got the gators. Okay, I've talked about this gajillion times. We have gators in the Florida area, right? High fashion. Next thing you know, and if this whole thing, barrier protectionism thing keeps on going, uh, American high fashion is just gonna be gator leather everything. That's how you're gonna show that you're in the upper class down the road, right? Like the idea is to buy American, right? Well, the thing is, America itself doesn't have crazy high fashion. Like we don't have a Hermes in America. That's what we need. We need a. You guys come up with a name. Uh, it's Zeus, right? and and then I'm thinking to myself like, okay, the Hermes bag, they use uh like parts and stuff that are from. Sorry, I gotta see what time it's because I gotta head on like 10 minutes or so. There's components that are from that area, right? From Italy, from France, from all these things. They use high end glue and whatnot. And I was thinking, we don't have a counterpart in America that's actually like uses high end stuff, not just like, oh, these I'm just slapping the logo name on it and I use mid level quality stuff. I'm talking about using high end stuff that's all sourced in America itself, right? Then I'm thinking to myself, what do we have? We have gators, right? So you could say that we're using 100% American, high grade gator skin. We're gonna start making handbags out of. This is just my idea. Uh, you could bring back a whole industry, I guess, of high fashion gator stuff. What do you? That's something that we have plenty of, and you got gator meat, right? That I'm telling you, that's a whole industry that needs to be explored. Okay, if some some marketing firm out there, if you ever stumble across this random video of this guy, Asian guy in America working in his garage, I'm telling you, it's a marketing firm in the universe. Gotta throw it out there, right? The other countries don't want to get our chicken and all that stuff, right? But you know something that we have lots of here that could be easily sold? Gator meat. It's a problem. Gator and python meat. Like I'm telling you, some marketing firm out there make it a thing. Spin the dials, okay? Get Mr. Beast on the Gator train. Mr. Beast, if you're out there, get on the Gator train, okay? If you can get the world to start eating gator, right? Think about it. That's a locally grown food thing that we have access to that nobody eats, right? You got leathers and you got meat from the gators, right? Who not a lot of other places have gators, just Thailand and Africa, right? They don't have gators in China. Or do they? I don't know. I don't know. Someone correct, but I'm just saying that's a whole industry that should be propped up in a way. It's like American, right? You have gator meat. If you can get other parts of the world to start liking gator meat, we're the one of the main sources of gator meat, and you send it out. And where can you get it from? From America, bro. It tastes just like chicken, and supposedly, I don't know. I've never had gator. Supposedly, it tastes just like chicken, and there's lots of them. Or the python problem that's out there. Like, I'm telling you, a lot of these things can be solved. You have snake skins, and you have alligators out in Florida. Imagine if some I'm telling you, imagine if some marketing guy sees this and is like, you know what? He's right. There's a whole food source and materials that we're not utilizing in Florida, and Florida becomes this big. Imagine if someone hears all this and then in Florida becomes the new like Italy mecca, like fashion mecca. They're like, oh, we gotta get the gator skins from Florida, and it becomes like you heard those old stories of mining towns, right? Or oil towns. That I mean, the oil town thing is more modern, but like old school, you had like towns that built up over industry, like coal mining towns, uh, whatever, like just like outpost type towns. Imagine the new frontier is a gator town out in the swamps, right? In the Louisiana area, Florida area, in the bayou, and there's just like a bunch of like Cajuns out there and just like living life. They become the new millionaire duck hunting billionaires, and it's all because of the gator, a resource that we have here in America that's not being used. China's trying to hit us with the rare earths. We're trying to hit them with the gator. That's what's up. All right, I finished making my last thing. But I'll wrap this up with this. Is that I just found it fascinating that nobody's making anything anymore. It's all fugazi. All right, see you guys later.